Yeah, hi. Uh, I really would like to share that with you. That's the last video he did. Came out about a few hours ago. Uh, this channel, Gene, his observatory, and all this kind of stuff. I think it's really. It should get much more attention. It should get much more help. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position I could provide him with things like money or whatever. But hopefully, there is someone out there who can. He's a good guy. He's up to something really important, and he has his own data. And I just wanted to share. I was just starting to watch this video and decided to watch it with you to some degree. I don't want to. No, I probably don't watch the whole video with you. I don't know yet, but let's have a listen. That's not just a YouTube channel. This is one thing you have to know. That's much more than that. And it would be nice that there would be some people connecting. And I'm thinking about telling who I think should get connected, but I probably won't because I don't know who I am to tell this to anyone. But anyway, let's have a listen. That's really important stuff. Stuff you won't hear anywhere else.
You guys don't see it, but I see the raw data before I put the chart together. We are knocking on around 13.37, which means it is still progressing, but not quite as fast as what it was last month. You know, it was in the 250s, I think, believe, off the top of my head. But as you can see, 300,000 readings. That's every 3 seconds we take a positioning of the magnetic North Pole with the Trimax system. This is what separates us from any other channel on YouTube. This is what makes us unique. And I'm going to show you something else. We don't just stand out from other YouTubers talking about subjects they're not even qualified to talk about. And it could be laughable if I was to pull them up on their comments that they make on their channels, and yet they seem more credible than us, but I could rip them to pieces because of their lack of knowledge of the subject that they talk about. And yet they seem to be doing much better than us for some reason. Why is that? I think, why is there no justice? Anyhow, doesn't really matter. I'm just thankful, to be able to do this and offer this service to you guys as best I can. And, up until now, we've managed to do it without charging anyone, so we don't bar anybody from this information just simply because they've got no money in their pockets. We've kept this going for 10 years. For the last 4 years, we've been, an actual observatory. And we even give some of the bigger organisations a damn good run for the money because they won't show you exactly on a map like I'm about to do on Google Earth where the magnetic North Pole is. They will not do that. I just want to thank, and I think the rest of us should, thank those people that support this observatory, because without their help, none of this would have been made possible, and without a considerable amount of my time, expertise in the fields that I've got, would never have been able to put all this together. So you know what? Kudos to you people that have supported us. That's all there is to say, other than let's go and have a look at where the magnetic North Pole is right now. So as you can see, we've covered 4.85 miles in the last month, slightly slower than what we have on the previous months. And it's too early to say that the pole has slowed down, because this is the first time in the last 6 months that it has shown a slight easing up of the distance over time. But like or should I say, unlike NASA, NOAA, and the European Space Agency, we will show you where it is on the Google Earth's map, so you've got an idea where that is. And the latitude and longitude are as follows: 82 degrees by 44 hours, 43 minutes, 62 seconds north. Longitude 120 degrees by 2 hours, 14 minutes, 65 seconds east. That's if you're following it yourselves on Google Earth, so you'll be able to locate it and put your pin there. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so we can see where we are and put all this into context. Excuse me, we're just approaching central North Atlantic Ridge, and I suggested that could be a reason why we had seen in the last 6 months a slight acceleration. But if you follow the corridor, you will see that we are heading to central Russia, and that is because central Russia has an epicenter at the moment of magnetic intensity which is strongest, I would say now, more than anywhere on our Earth. And I'm not surprised that not only is the magnetic North Pole heading in that direction, also the Arctic temperatures are relocating themselves to that epicenter. I've got a feeling that in the not too distant future what we're going to see is Canada's intensity drop off, and when we do, we're going to find ourselves having a new magnetic North Pole position, and that is going to be somewhere. It is looking strongly like in central Russia, just below the Antarctic Circle, or sorry, Arctic Circle, not Antarctic. So there you go, guys. Just before I go, I want to say, you know what? I have been listening to a few of the other channels that talk about these subjects, and it's not a surprise that they don't go into too much detail about the topic. It's simply because they don't know too much about the topic, yet they are gaining credibility for it. That's really surprising. We've been at this now for 10 years. We've been an observatory for 5 years, or near enough 5 years. With the help of a few other people, we've been able to put this data together. And
Yeah. You can watch the rest of the video. I just thought that we could quickly hop over to Windy. So now that's Windy. The North Pole is at the moment somewhere here. I guess Laptev Seamount is really close there, where we also find a volcano which isn't marked in any. Like some applications, they don't show that there's any volcano. And that's surface temperature. Surface. Minus 47. 45. 45. This is approximately in the path of the magnetic North Pole at the moment, according to the just watched channel Maverick Star Reloaded. Let's see how it develops. Is there any developing in temperature according to Windy happening there? Is it getting colder? Is the cold region getting bigger? Is it getting warmer? Obviously, it doesn't do much, at least in this region here. And there is a river. And I guess it's also connected to the Baikal Lake. Is it? Maybe not. No, it isn't. But anyway, the riverbed, and I guess there is peatlands as far as the eye can see. many mining operations and all kind of other funny things happens there. So I really recommend you to check out his videos, his work, and I guess I'll leave it here. I just wanted to show you that you are aware of this observatory, which does its own research, which is not dependent on any bigger institutions or these kind of things. And yeah, how to say? It would be really cool once to talk with him, and because that would be just really interesting. But anyway, I'll leave it here. If you know someone who could be interested in that, in his work, put the message out, put it forward, and yeah, hopefully he can continue what he's doing. Thanks. Bye.